Right on the set, goddammit. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Dodson.
Yum, yum. You're listening to Still Toking with.
Hey, welcome to another awesome episode of Still Toking With. We have a really dorky episode today. I absolutely loved it. We are talking with Mark Dodson. He is the voice talent that provided a voice for Salacious Crumb in Return of the Jedi. He was also working in Gremlins. He was did voice for some of the Mogwais, the Gremlins, tons of stuff. He continues to do films, commercials, video games, TV shows, tons of stuff. Absolutely love the show, and it's coming at you right now.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
But thank you all for joining us. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
You have a hankering for horror knowledge?
We have such sights to show you.
Do you require raging retro reviews? Do you desire discussions with devastatingly dashing dorks? The Dorkening Podcast Network has nearly 30 shows to satisfy all of your nerdy, geeky, and dorky needs. From horror reviews and celebrity interviews.
Hi, I'm Adam Green, the director of the Hatchet films and the star of Paulson.
Hi, this is Dominic Pace, who played the bounty hunter Gecko from The Mandalorian.
Hi, I'm Mike Price. I'm a writer on The Simpsons. I co-created F is for Family.
Hi, guys. This is Dee Wallace from E.T. and Cujo.
Hi, my name is Kurando Mitsutake, director of Gun Woman and Karate Kill.
Hi, this is Samantha Newark, the voice of Jem and Jerica from the original Jem and the Holograms cartoon series.
As well as nostalgic trips into the past, pop culture, the latest in entertainment news, and so much more. Featuring a variety of shows and hosts that will simultaneously enrage, enlighten, and entertain you. Check out the Dorkening Podcast Network.
My mom says I'm cool.
Available on iTunes, Spotify, thedorkening.com, and wherever fine podcasts can be found.
And here we are, yet again, for another awesome episode of Still Toking With. And as always, we have Ben, and you have a friend with you.
Yeah, see him? Oh, you meant this one. I mean that one. Yes, we have the amazing Bill Diamond as a special co-host tonight with us.
Awesome. How's it going, Ben? Bill?
Oh, good. I guess. And have
Jeffrey.
Oh, I was way too close to the camera.
Holy shut you before the show.
Well, I left all the gummies back at the hotels, but I did find a bottle of vodka.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, good. That's good.
And I know where Bill hides the whiskey.
Yep. And our special guest. So,
Yeah.
Jeff, who's our special guest?
Well, nobody can see him because he's a voice actor. So he likes to stay hidden behind the curtain there. Oh, there's his face. I don't think he looks that young anymore, though. Do you? Is this an old picture?
No, fuck. That picture is that picture is that's 2 years old. That's a 2-year-old picture. I still look like that.
You were that way at 2?
He was a fur baby.
No, but I did. No, I think I grew my first beard when I was about 15 and a half.
Where'd you grow that?
You grow
on my face. It was a facial.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just checking.
No. That was at a time. That was at a time in America where, if you had enough facial hair, you could pretty much buy a beer anywhere. That was the 70s.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so pretty much.
Yeah,
well, and then I grew up in St. Louis, and so the drinking age was 21. But the drinking age in Illinois, which is right across the river, was 18. So St. Louis, the people that own their stores there were like, these kids are just going over the river. Just sell it to them.
Is that where the
losing money?
The river came from?
They were losing money. I think that's what it was. So whoever had a beard bought all the beer, and we went somewhere.
You just had to go over the river.
No, we didn't. No. What I mean is that they knew that if they didn't take care of us, we were going to go over the river and spend our money there and probably come back.
Okay, that sounds like Massachusetts and New Hampshire.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
same kind of thing.
Same
People
thing.
go to New Hampshire to buy their liquor.
So we're talking 1975, 76.
Yeah, we didn't have that problem in New York. You get a beer 16.
In 75, I was still sucking on my mom's tit.
You were.
Was different now? Yeah.
75, I was learning what a boob was.
You were learning.
What a boob was.
You were learning?
Yes. I was 12.
Well, you're a lot older than that. I think you're still learning.
Oh, I try and learn about those things every day. I wanted to learn. We were building some. Right?
What were you building?
Boobs.
Boobs.
We were making boobs, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean down in the shop?
Down in the shop, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Boy, you really hit that vodka, didn't you?
No.
This might be another night of blocking the voice. Some voiceover.
Yeah. Hey, Mark and I can voice over them.
Well, go ahead. You just want me to move my lips?
Just move your lips. I don't know.
So
Mark can't see us.
So Jeffrey, you didn't really do your job. You didn't explain who this awesome person is.
Yes, I did.
I'm not Jeff.
Well, there's a picture of me. I saw the picture, and
I can't look Jeff. He's not over here.
Well, I mean, there's a picture there.
All right.
There's this big ugly looking thing with these big ears. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. No,
that's me. But the little guys are the
who are the little guys?
Cute ones are
yums.
So
I don't know who all you've got
Jeff,
out there.
what are you doing there? Are you going to tell everybody who he is, or do I have to do the job?
All right. Mute Jeff. Bill.
Okay. Bill, please.
Voiceover extraordinaire who has been in the business for many, many, many years, at least
almost 40. I'm getting close to 40 years.
Almost 40 years. Wow. Has done characters for Lucasfilms and all different types of platforms, video games, commercials, TV, movies, Star Wars, Gremlins, and countless characters. You see a couple of them. One's behind me.
Daffy's behind you.
That's Daffy.
Bingo.
And Salacious Crumb.
Oh, we were going to talk about that.
So Mark has been doing characters for almost 40 years. He's just finished doing tracks for us for an upcoming Christmas special, which he did the narration for. And he's also going to be doing some special tracks in an unmentionable film.
Oh,
I think it's yours. Anyway.
Yeah.
Unmentionable.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
because I don't want to mention it. I've been here all day.
Because you don't want to mention it. Well, then don't mention it.
Leo? Yes, Mark
don't mention it.
Mark has agreed to send Bill some tracks of some voiceovers
for a zombie world.
For
our upcoming issues of.
That's right.
Red.
Well, I mean,
that's right. I'm going to send you
Mark
some
has
zombies.
done Vincent Price and Boris Karloff for me. He also did some narrations for a whole bunch of our films. But he's a great friend, and I wish he was here. And he is here, but I don't get to see him, so I had to talk to Daffy.
And
but that's okay. Daffy's.
You let the man talk. Shut up.
Oh no.
Hey, Jeff, this is the Bill and Mark show. So why don't we go?
Okay.
We can go to makeup now, like this.
I was just gonna say real quick. If you brought Mark on for zombies, he does also have experience with zombies in Day of the Dead.
That's right.
That's
yeah,
right.
I was a lot of the zombie voices in Romero's Day of the Dead.
Very good.
And that was a fun one. That you want to know how that happened?
Yes, I do. I don't want to talk to the rest of that.
So I had done Return of the Jedi, Salacious Crumb, and some Ewok stuff, and then I did Gremlins, and I was at a friend's house that was having a party. I had moved back to Los Angeles, and I was at a friend's, and he said, "Hey, I want you to meet a sound guy. Maybe you guys could work together." So I met this guy, Patrick, and he said, we were talking, and he said, "Hey, I'm working on this movie right now." And he's like, I know what you've done, and you probably won't. We probably can't afford you, is what he said. Little did he know. I mean, come on, man. I'm still young. And, I was like, "Well, what is it?" And he said, "Well, it's kind of a B movie. Probably won't do anything." This is honestly what he said. It probably won't go anywhere, but it's a movie called Day of the Dead. It's a zombie movie, and I'm doing it with George Romero. And I said, "Well," and he said he needed zombie voices. And I said, "Oh, I could work on that. I'm sure I could come up with something." And he said, I said, what are you thinking?" And he said, "Well, I'll probably need you to do some ADR for about 4 hours to picture." And this was in 84, 85, I guess. And whenever that movie was. And I said, "Well, how much?" And he said, "I could probably get you $1,000. And I said, "Okay. All right. And pizza?" and he said, "You want pizza?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll tell you what, $1,000 and all the pizza I can eat, and I'm there." He said, "Really?" "Yeah, okay." So then he called me and booked it, and we went. So then when we did the session, a lot of the people that are in the movie were there because they were going to be redoing their lines and doing their things. And of course, George Romero was there. And when it was lunchtime, they brought in a dolly stacked with pizzas. I mean, they must have had 40 pizzas. And they come rolling it in, and they're like, "It's lunchtime." They came rolling it in, and we started eating. And anybody that was in that session, I hope that they will remember, Patrick said, "Hey, everybody, I want you to know part of Mark's deal was all the pizza he could eat. So we figured we'd get all the pizza everybody could eat. So thank Mark for all the pizza." That was the best part of the session. But we ate a lot of pizza. And of course you got to have beer with pizza. So we had beer and pizza, and it was a party.
Was the beer included too?
Yeah, the beer was included.
Oh, see, that was a bonus then.
That was a bonus. I didn't even ask for the beer.
Well, it wasn't even a sign-on bonus. That was just a bonus.
That just showed up.
From experience, being with Mark many late nights, he does the great zombie voice, especially after pizza.
Okay, so that was a swallower, right?
Yeah, that was eating pizza and then drinking a beer and showing my thanks.
So that was a swallower, not a spitter.
And swallower.
Okay.
Just remember, it was.
I don't know. Do zombies swallow? No, I don't know.
All I have to say is, you really want your career to go downhill, Mark? Fly out here, hang out with us, and work with these two guys.
Well, it seems to me. No, I mean, it seems to me I can do that from right here. We're doing it.
You can. Yeah. You and I are going to retire, aren't we?
Yeah, we plan.
Yeah, Lenny going to be off this film.
That's
true. And I started drinking heavier and heavier and heavier.
Yes, and heavier. Well, we all are these days.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I slim down my routine every time these two come.
Why you need your wits about you?
Needless to say, that movie ended up being pretty big, and they definitely I got my pizza's worth, and they got their money's worth, and it ended up doing pretty well.
Yeah.
See what you get with delivery.
That's right. That's right.
With the right delivery, you get a lot of pizza.
You get a lot of pizza. A lot of pizza.
I wish it was only costing us pizza.
So,
well, it's costing us pizza too.
Since we're into stories, and I would rather hear you than those two, tell us how Salacious got his name. I always love this story. We've done this at many cons together.
So I've been told that, gosh, Bill, I can't remember. I mean, Tim Rose is the puppeteer that told me, but I can't remember who said it now.
Okay, you need flashcards?
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, I need a script.
You can see us.
A gummy. Maybe he needs a gummy.
Get me on my phone here.
Need a gummy, Mark?
No, I've got something good. I'm good.
All right, so you're good over there. All right.
I'm good. In fact, you might hear me coughing in a minute. But the way that Salacious Crumb, they couldn't come up with a name, is what I was told, and they couldn't. They were trying to come up with a name, and the guys, every day after shooting, they would go out and have some drinks, and they were leaving. They were trying to come up with a name while they were drinking, and that night, and they were like, "Oh, what's it gonna be?" And they didn't come up with anything. So as they were getting ready, as they walked out of the bar or a pub, because they were in England, as they walked out of the pub, one of the guys said, "Wait a minute, I need to tie my shoelaces." His shoelace had come undone, and he was drinking. "My shoelaces." And the one guy said, "What?" And he said, "My shoelaces." And the guy said, "No, Salacious. How about we name the puppet Salacious?" And they were like, "That's great. Yeah, Salacious." It came out of, that's where it came from. And then they went on and said, "Okay, what's his last name?" And somebody came up with Crumb. And they said, Salacious Crumb. That's how he got his name. Until then, he didn't have a name the whole time they were shooting. And Tim Rose was the puppeteer.
And see how crummy that was?
Yeah.
How crummy that was?
You notice how it always reverts back to they were drinking and...
What do you think us puppeteers do? We have to drink something.
They got to do something.
Now, I can't remember if he had a speaking voice or not, but were you asked back for Mandalorian? Because they brought that creature back.
No.
Salacious
they brought back.
No. I know it wasn't Salacious, but that, I figured that same creature might have a similar sounding voice.
Yeah, but no, they didn't. They just, whoever they had around at the time. I don't even know. Did they even have a, I know there was one in a cage and one on a spit being cooked on a spit.
Yeah, I know.
And
sorry, go ahead.
And then there was one in a cage, like watching and obviously being terrorized.
So you could have been the one, doing the voice of the one on the spit getting cooked.
I could, but I don't think he was even screaming
Speaking
at that point.
How much of that did you drink?
Right.
Okay, keep drinking.
But no, they didn't. It's been mentioned. It has been mentioned for stuff, but
do a part without him, didn't you?
What's that?
You'll really pee on her.
On that wall we just built.
So, with all these iconic characters that you've created the voices of, what's been one that really sticks into memory? That is, I know you can't pick a favorite because they're all awesome, but
no, pick a favorite.
I can pick a favorite.
Okay,
yeah,
not it.
Yeah,
go for it.
Salacious. Yeah, because because of where I was at the time, and because I was with Lucasfilm at the time. I started out as a laborer. I moved up from LA because I said, "Hey, I'll do anything up there." And they were like, "Well, we're building the ranch and we need laborers and carpenters." So I ended up with Lucasfilm, and so I went to all the the Christmas party and with all the actors and George and everybody, and so being a part of the company the greatest company I've ever worked for. Greatest. I mean, they treated us so good, and the memories, all the memories. So Salacious is all those years. There was about 3.5 years, I guess, that I was there, all full time, and and then of course screening Star Wars, the Wrap Party, with George and Harrison and Mark and everybody, going to see it, and then for the first time ever, hearing my voice and up there on the big screen. I'd heard it in other things, but never on a big screen in a theater. Now, let me tell you, I didn't know when I did the voice, I didn't see the character. He was described to me, and I did it, and then that was it. And then I didn't nothing until I went to the screening of the movie. So we're sitting there watching the movie, and all of a sudden, Salacious laughs, and I'm with my lady at the time, and it shocked me. I didn't expect it, and I pretty loudly I went, "That's me!" And I always thought about that. I'm like, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I can't believe." And then she's like, "That's you? Is that what you did?" And I said, "Yeah, that's me." And she goes, "Oh, that's neat," And then I always thought after that, I'm like, yeah, I could just hear Harrison in the back going, "Yeah, and that's me, kid." You know what I mean? Like,
it's funny because like we said earlier, Mark can see us, but he has to leave his booth to go to his computer. So we're all of us are up here shaking our head like, wow, he can't.
Really?
Oh yeah. But before we go too much further, Mark,
Salacious, and I love Salacious. He's the coolest little creature.
We actually have a very special guest sitting next.
I love his look.
And this friend of yours, so
I do.
So I'm going to ask him to come on, but you have to do your thing.
I fully understand after being at the studio for the last couple of months why all these puppets talk funny.
That's why.
I honestly thought you were going to say, after having 2 gummies, I now understand Salacious Crumb, what he says.
What he said.
Well, no, I didn't get a chance to have any gummies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if I said, what I just said,
make sure you finish the beer that's on that table.
I just said, give me a hit on that. No. No.
No,
you didn't say that.
Give me a hit on Jabba's hookah.
Okay. Do you remember? I'm going to test your memory, which probably isn't very good.
He can't even test his memory. So
that's what I mean. So the first time that I met you was at Rhode Island.
Yeah, I'd forget that.
I forget that. Oh, I know that. Rhode Island's a fun show.
All right, that was 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, it's one of those. If you remember it, you weren't there.
Okay, well, we wanted a picture sign. Okay, so I wanted a picture sign, and I picked the photo, and you grabbed your pen and you paused because you had no fucking idea what to write on the picture. Now, I'm going to give you a hint that it was a picture of a gremlin. So what did you write on that picture?
It was a gremlin. What did I write?
For Toking with the Dead.
Oh, probably something about having a toke.
No. You wrote "Get high and multiply."
Get high and multiply.
Do you remember that?
I don't.
We saw the smile, Mark, and what you don't want to do is ever sign a thing for him again. Well, next time you and I are together and he shows up, let's go for a drink.
He drinks.
Oh my God, I don't. That's great. Did you come up with that?
Yes, and you said you were going to steal it. You were supposed to give me 10%. I've been waiting for 2 years for a royalty.
Well.
And make it another 5 years, Mark.
Oh my God, come on, man. You believe, and when an actor told you he was going to give you 10%, you believed him?
Bill, should I be questioning things?
Yeah, you should. Because I tell you right now, when you start acting, I'll give you 10%.
Yeah.
all right. Before this gets out of control, folks.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? That's a great one, and I'm going to write it down here. I've got it. I've got.
Well,
I'm
I think
ready.
all right, Brett. Make sure you write that down because
I'm writing it.
Obviously, you have CRS
and multiply. I just wrote it down for real.
CNF
And
too.
Well, you have CRS.
I have my CRS.
Yeah, can't remember shit.
Oh, okay.
Now, when it comes
I
to
do have that. I do have that.
I'm easily forgettable. Is that what you're trying to say, Bill?
Absolutely. One more sip and you're all gone.
Sorry, Leo.
Hey, it's okay. It's just another day.
Watch this.
All right, before we get too much further into the boxing ring with these guys.
What are you drinking over there, Bill?
What?
What are you drinking?
Foster's, and then I have some Honey Jack.
That's 2 plugs for people that don't sponsor us yet.
Honey Jack. Honey Jack. That's
Honey's
4.
over here. Jack's over there.
That's 4 now.
We know.
Yes, sir.
Honey Jack sounds like a bad skin flick.
Go to commercial.
Like a bad skin.
Okay, I want to thank everybody for joining us this fine evening, and this is an amazing guest. Actually, multiple guests, because we don't get to see Bill that often, and we love having him on along with Mark. But with this show in the network that I run, we do have a sponsor, Deadly Grounds Coffee. They're in Connecticut, little mom and pop shop, make the absolute best coffee you'll ever have. But you know what? Here's a zombie talking about coffee.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
And you can head on over to getdeadly.com for more information. There's information in the show notes as well. And Ben,
what else is in the show notes?
All the information from Mark.
Yeah, you've talked 30 minutes in. You totally didn't even mention it once.
What's that?
30 minutes. Didn't even mention it once.
They're up above, down below.
Oh.
Are there any show notes for us? Do we get show notes?
You do.
No.
Up above, down below.
Mark, if you want to jump out and look at your computer real quick, we're going to actually run the teaser.
Okay.
For issue 1 that we've been working on here at Diamond Production Studios with this amazing master over here.
I'm going to jump out, right?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we'll give you a second to get over there. While we do that, Ben, would you like to introduce the trailer?
No, it's not a fucking trailer. It's a teaser.
Well, tease them, will you?
We are.
Okay.
Okay, so here's just the tip.
Okay, and I just want to say the title of the video you sent me is Trailer.
Yeah. Well, like a Parker trailer. He won't know what that is either.
This is a teaser. We don't have the official trailer yet. It's coming.
Here we go.
What the fuck are we gonna do now? Get high?
It was more fun that way.
I love it. That was fun. That was fun.
Pass me the bar. You got to be careful with that bar.
If you need zombie voices for that, I know a guy that'll do it for pizza.
Oh yeah, at least 40 of them.
And beer.
On it, yeah, beer. Yeah, we know. Well, you guys got to. We got to get Mark out here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we got to get Mark out here.
Well, yeah. Well, then we need some really big sponsors.
Why? He'll take a balloon. might take a few months to get here.
Take a balloon.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
Ride the trade winds.
Just like the Wizard of Oz. I'll take a balloon.
You know, that phrase could have been.
Are you done yet?
What? No.
Are you done yet?
This is why filming takes so long with these two. They step on everyone else's lines, and they're the only two in it.
Well, we have lines.
That was fun.
I didn't know we had lines. Are there lines?
No, apparently there are none with you.
No.
It's a fine line.
And you're not on it.
No, I'm at the end of the line.
Hopefully.
Hook,
Mark,
line, and
you
sinker.
come in anytime. Pay no attention to the. Well, you're behind the curtain, so we
To the
can't.
man behind. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yes. Now then. Back where I come from, there are many great men who do many good deeds. Yes.
And
those men are known as good deed doers.
Who's the furry little white monkey looking dude that's in your picture?
That's Teak.
Teak
from the Ewoks Battle for Endor TV special.
Yep.
Which I was really pleased when I saw that the Ewoks Battle for Endor made the top 10 list of the worst of the Star Wars the Star Wars universe. I was like, I made a top 10 worst list. This is beautiful.
Well, if you want to make it again, come out here to this movie.
Oh, yeah, you'll hit number one.
I can get on another top 10 worst.
No, you'll be at the number one.
Number one.
Yeah, you'll be number one. You should really.
It said the top 10 worst of the expanded Star Wars universe or something.
Was the two holiday specials on number 1 and 2? Yeah.
Yes, that was on the list too.
Oh my God, that second holiday special was just. I'm obviously you guys didn't watch it, the Lego one.
Yeah.
Legos.
Yeah,
that was new,
brand new. They just made a new holiday special.
Rio, you're really showing the dork.
I'm sorry.
Where did it show?
Oh, Disney Plus, of course, because they want to get more people over there.
Oh, that's right. I thought maybe somebody projected on the side of their house with one of those projectors like they're doing now.
Well, speaking of other voices you've done, you actually did a voice recently for a friend of ours.
You have friends?
Well, we thought we did. But
they pay me to be here.
No, he didn't voice. I don't even voice you. But you did a voice in a movie called Head Cheese.
Oh my God, yes, I did.
And for Robbie Lopez.
Yes.
And Jeff and I actually had cameo appearances in his first 2 movies, Texas Death Trippin'.
Okay.
Which were edited out.
Oh no, they were edited in because he needed something with content. Take that to the bank, Bill.
Take that to the bank.
I'll take something to the bank, but not your content.
You know, I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen it. I saw the little parts that I was a part of. I did when I did it to picture from here.
Right.
You were the troll, right? I believe, right?
Yeah. Yes.
The voice of the troll. Yep.
Yeah.
No,
you haven't seen the troll?
Either.
I saw him.
You did see the troll. Okay.
That was a while ago. I don't remember what I did for it. I was it. Did you see it?
No.
I think it was more like moaning and grunting and stuff like that. Isn't that?
Well, that would be me. That would be me. I do a lot of moaning and grunting. Ask anybody that knows me. Ask Bill.
Bill says you squeak a lot.
I squeak too.
So I was listening to your demo reel, and I know a lot of the company names were taken out. But do you also do the Home Depot commercials?
I did for Canada.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not the one that was doing the whole bunch that were here.
Okay.
Yeah, Canada. I was doing Home Depot. Did you know they have Canada Home Depot in Canada?
What do they call them in Canada?
Home Depot.
Home Depot, right?
You think they call them?
Canada likes me.
Well, I didn't know if they were like Homemade Depot.
No, Canada likes me. It's really strange. I end up doing a lot. I don't know. I really like Canada. The people from Canada are super nice people. They're just so nice. Overly, actually. And I did that. I did several of those for Canada. I don't even remember. See, there again, that was wild. But so I did that. I did that when the Olympics were in Canada. I did a lot of Olympics stuff, and a bunch of commercials for the Olympics when that was in Canada. And then I was the voice of Mike's Hard Lemonade for the Vancouver Canucks. And yeah, and then some others. Last year, because of the pandemic, the sporting things that I was doing, we didn't do this past year. But the Wildcats, the Moncton, I do the Moncton Wildcats. And I'm a hockey guy, which is cool. It's funny how those things work. I played ice hockey as a kid.
Well, then you know my whole situation here, being a hockey guy, I'm working with 2 putts.
Yes, you are. 2 pucks.
Wait a minute. You
Hockey
said
puck.
putts.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you ain't that hammed yet.
You said puck. Shot on goal.
Go on, get the puck out of here.
Get the puck out.
Took you a while to pick that one up, right?
Right.
No, I've been using that one for years.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, good. He has no idea where he is.
No.
I don't think.
Well, you notice the red Solo Cup's gone, and now it's the backside of a bottle, right? Okay.
just so you know, Mark, he's down in the studio.
I'm actually on set
in my office, and he's on one of our sets. And well, you've been here, Mark.
Yes.
He's in the set from the series.
Yes.
The horror stuff.
Yep. He's on one.
My favorite stuff.
Yeah. No.
You guys seen those?
On one of the Toking with Dead sets. You're thinking of the monster TV sets, Mark.
Yes,
I was
going to
set up over there.
Yeah.
Of course.
I was going to set up over there, but I didn't think Bill would approve of it.
Yes.
Well, he actually was going to set up on Monster TV, but Uncle Henry said, "Get the hell out of here."
Mark's been here. He knows.
Yeah, Uncle Henry said, no. Bad enough I did go in the Ziffits.
So Mark, he's like way on the other side of the complex, which is where we'll keep him.
Keep him there.
Yeah.
It's safer that way.
It is.
Well, he's just going to go.
Have you guys seen you know what I love? Bill did sculptings of like Wolfman, and did you have Wolfman? I'm trying to remember which ones. And their cat, they're made in, and I want some of those. You did them out of concrete, right?
They're out of concrete, yes.
Cement, concrete.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to say for years, I would really love. Did you do was Frankenstein?
They're going to show a picture of him up on my ceiling up there. That's Daffy.
I can't really zoom in, but if you look up in the windows, yeah, there you go. That's what Mark's talking about.
Are the concrete ones up there?
Yeah, those are concrete. Yeah, those are about
concrete.
60 pounds a piece.
Yes, they are.
Frankenstein.
I know they're heavy. And you actually had them sitting out on your back deck.
Yes.
When Felix was there, and Felix and I were out back, and you were inside, and I'm like, man, I got to tell him I want to know. I want those. Do you still have the molds?
I think he wants.
We can get them.
Mark, be very careful what you ask for, especially concrete. Because there'll be shoes for the river out back.
I was just going to say, being this close to the Hudson, I don't know.
We'll definitely get one of those. We do have concrete floaters, but he has to try them on first.
He did. The bunny slippers.
The bunny slippers.
Yeah, you're right. You're awfully close to the Hudson to be talking about concrete.
We threw them in the Hudson for one of the pieces.
So the bunny slippers got a cement paint job?
So wait a minute. Let's be honest here. I never thought so. If I just get some divers to go down, they could get me some of those that are attached to who?
Yeah.
Well,
we're close to the bridges. Whoever floats down from any of these bridges here are about to show up on our shore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not if they got a concrete Frankenstein's monster attached to their leg. They don't.
Well,
that's a fucking anchor.
Yeah, and now you've met the 2 anchors I work with.
Yes. And you're an anchor today. I didn't know you were going to be Ed McMahon today. I didn't know that.
I tried to because I didn't want to leave you. We've been friends for a long time, Mark. I don't want to leave you alone with the Misfit toys.
I appreciate that.
Misfit toys.
Misfits.
Wow.
Nobody wants a Charlie in the box.
No one does. Why do we go to your Charlie?
Oh, my God. I just want to be in a box.
We just want you in a box and chipped away.
Not the kind of box I was referring to, Bill. You're showing your age.
Well, we could put them. There's plenty of boxes down there.
We got a couple of chains. We got a couple of coffins down there. We got slide them in,
wrap them in some chain, and Frankenstein
on
one
end. And then we just send them out for chain mail.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. So.
I didn't know you could order chain by mail.
Okay, fine. This show's going downhill because they're talking. So Mark, let's see with some more great stuff. Mark, because the only thing is going to save these two.
What?
Leo has to put up with this all the time. I just wanted to kind of straighten out the flow here. So Leo said, really, another night with them?
Well, I graciously accept your help, Bill.
Oh, yeah, well.
Leo, what's in the cup?
Just so you know,
rum.
Leo, there's lots of couches here, and we kind of tell everybody a little therapy goes a long way because we need it when they walk in the door.
Yes.
Well, if it's
Remember,
so
I
bad,
call Honey and I bring Jack over, and we need it.
so why do you invite us down here so often?
It's like throwing darts.
He's trying to get the filming done so he can get rid of us.
Wait a second. Throwing darts. Is it lawn darts?
It may be.
Yeah.
Lawn darts. They won't sell those anymore.
No.
We never stabbed anybody with them. I don't understand.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I saw the one when they redid those the first time. They put like big round weights on them so you couldn't get stabbed.
Those suck.
Right. Well, okay. So instead of stabbing somebody with it, now you've got a 5-pound weight. You're just going to hit him in the head.
Hit him in the head.
Well,
right.
That was.
I mean, the tip was rounded, and the cool thing was watching it stick into the ground or your friend's back.
Yeah.
But the cool thing was watching it stick into the ground.
I
so
say,
wait.
bring those long darts back so I can test them out on these two.
Yeah. I think we need lawn darts brought back, and we need diving boards put back in the swimming pool, and we could thin the herd real quick.
Well, I think they got rid of the points on lawn darts when they started putting in sprinkler systems.
Oh.
Because they get tired of repairing them.
Yes. Because we were going into their pipes with our long dart.
Come on, Bill, catch up. You're quicker than that.
Oh, I'm listening. I'm just trying to see. I'm looking up for how many doctors I can bring in this room to take you out.
You only need one.
So Mark, let's rewind a little bit.
My thing on long darts though.
Yeah.
Because that goes right to it's bothered me for years that they took the diving boards out of swimming pools.
Right.
And I was going to write a whole book about that was when America quit having fun, when they started taking everything that might hurt you. Does that sound crazy? I don't know.
Well,
but
I mean,
I know that it was because some kid got hurt on a diving board. But it's like, yeah, when you see what it is, you pretty much know if you fuck up on that thing, you might get hurt, and it's going to be your own fault. Yeah. So. And the diving board made the pool. I mean, come on, man. That's how we showed off for the girls. That's why everybody was at the pool in those days. You didn't even see kids at a public pool anymore, hardly. There's no diving board. All right, I'm done.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I mean,
I went on diving board. Mark, just so you know, I went out on the edge of the board with you on that.
Did you go out on the edge? Okay, well,
I was
hoping.
It was fun.
And it was fun.
Well, I agree with you, Mark. A lot of that stuff was learning experiences. Like lawn darts, you learn to run away when pointy things are coming down. And, diving boards, like the public pool, I remember when I was young thinking, I'm going to climb to the tallest diving board, which is like 20 feet high. And you get up there and then you're scared shitless. You want to turn around, but you can't because the ladder is full of people. And
that's right.
You got to go forward.
And you got to go for it.
Well,
yeah.
it was. Bring back diving boards, lawn darts, and I want those spiked metal pedals on the bicycles back.
Oh, yeah.
Those were good. Yeah, those were great. Man, that could really do a number on your shins if your foot slipped off, but the idea was your foot wouldn't slip off with those on there.
Right?
I think some sadistic guy invented that pedal. That really wasn't necessary.
I mean, why would they eliminate diving boards? You can still get duct tape and razor blades.
Yeah, right?
Right?
Well, there's a solution for me.
Back in
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
No, but do they still allow the slides? They get rid of the diving board. Do they still allow the slides?
Well,
because those slides, if you didn't wet that first, you were leaving butt skin on the top.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, I don't know.
Those things were more dangerous than the diving board.
Need a shot.
Kind of. I mean, you could fall off the edge of the sled of the slide. I don't know. Probably not. You could fall off the top of it,
but
in your swimming suit.
Go back to something creative like your career.
Oh.
Well, it works.
You
use
use the term creative loosely. What's that?
I said his career. It's kind
You
of like a
can't see
slide.
the other two that I'm with.
Right? You
My
start at the
career
top
has
and
been
now
like
you're down at the bottom.
It is. It's like a roller coaster.
See?
Any career in this
Up and down,
business.
up and
Yeah,
down.
mine's going downhill with these two.
Yep. Hang on, baby.
By that big dipper right now.
We're gonna. Here comes the plunge, and don't even put your hands in the air on this one because it will throw you out.
The ferret just Joy did.
I saw that.
How are you doing out there, ferret? I know the rest of the audience, Mark, doesn't know, but you've met the ferret.
I've met the ferret.
Yes, you have. Just say yes.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
So Mark, let's rewind. I know we talked about Salacious Crumb. I'm trying to bring us back on track here.
Do you get the idea? I don't really like to talk about work.
Oh, I know. I know. But right now, I'm with these two guys working, and I don't want to talk about either one of them. So let's go.
Right.
So Gremlins, and you're available for both of them. Going into it, did you know it was going to be such a success as it was?
Well, I mean, you knew that it was a Spielberg movie, and at that time, it was pretty. What the fuck just happened?
They're laughing about something that popped on screen.
Well, you haven't seen the screen, but the parrot just talked to us.
The parrot did, or the ferret?
The person on the screen.
Hello. I did a parrot this year for a video game.
Hello. No, that's a parrot.
I know, but you've got a ferret.
We have a ferret. Can you do
understand
a ferret?
with an F.
Yes.
What video game was the parrot in?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
It was
Leo probably does. What is it, Leo?
I don't know.
It was a commercial.
I didn't see.
Wait a minute.
Oh, commercial.
I think it was Clash of Clans.
Oh, okay.
Or it was a commercial for that. It's online somewhere. Go look, find it. I don't know. It was.
Got to be here to kill it.
I don't know. Why did I tell you I did a parrot this year? No, that was the end of last year.
Well,
I didn't do the parrot.
Yeah, I was going to say,
voiced a parrot.
will you please stop doing animals?
Okay.
Okay.
Your whole career has been animals.
It
I
has.
work with two of them now.
Yeah.
And a ferret.
So what'd you ask? Oh,
Gremlins.
Did you know? Did we know? I mean, like I said, I knew that it was a Spielberg movie. So I figured this is probably going to be a big movie. And it did well. Gremlins 1. Right. And then Gremlins 2 didn't do as well as Gremlins 1. We got more silly with it and more campy. And it did all right, but it didn't do what
You're
Gremlins.
describing this film.
It didn't do what Gremlins did.
But
it was more fun for me actually because the Gremlins like Daffy and Lenny and George, I did them as I voiced them as Mogwais and Gremlins, and they had more personality, whereas the others were more gremlin-y. I guess.
More gremlin-y.
More gremlin-y.
That's a California thing.
There you go.
Gremlin-y. Okay.
You probably can't say anything due to like NDA or anything, but I'll ask anyway. Have you been approached for Gremlins 3?
No, I can say that because nobody has.
We've talked about this, right, Mark?
Well, because Chris Columbus has written a Gremlins 3. Chris, of course, wrote the first movie, and might have been the first thing he really ever did. But he has written a 3, and he really wants to do it. And I hear it's darker than the first one. And he also said in an interview that I read that if it gets done, he wants to bring back as many of the original people as he can get.
Nice.
So that would be good. But Warner Brothers just keeps saying, oh, we really like it, and we really like the script, and we're going to do it, but then they never do anything. So I don't know. They're doing that animated thing right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Mogwai secrets of the Mogwai.
Talking about
Yeah, it's
yesterday.
probably they're testing the waters probably.
Yeah,
It's animated. I think it's for maybe HBO special.
Yeah, it's an HBO special. I saw something yesterday where they supposedly have BD Wong.
Yes.
BD Wong. So
Yes.
this is going to be adult too?
It. He didn't say BG Wong. He said BD.
Oh, okay.
Or I should have said BJ. I don't even know what job starts with, a G or a J.
I'm gonna go with Jack D.
If I'm not reading it off a script, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, neither does he. So
But I liked the old. You do not understand. You know who that? You know he was Mr. Wing in Gremlins. You know he was Key Luke. And if you're old enough, and you are, Bill, to know that Key Luke was #1 son for Charlie Chan on the black and white Charlie Chan movies. Did you know that, Bill?
yes, and Boris Karloff played some of those Charlie Chan movies.
Yes, he was in some of those Charlie Chan movies. Those were great. Those were great movies. I love those.
At least there was some great movies made then.
That was a Sunday thing in St. Louis on Channel 11, KPLR.
Yep.
Look at Jeff's
And
Jeff's
yep.
face.
Those were good rainy day movies.
Dental floss right now.
Yeah. We could string him
And
down with dental floss.
A friend of mine, he'd say, "Oh, we're going to watch the Saint movies," and I'm like, "What? What do you mean the Saint movies?" He said, "Because if you watch that movie, look at the crowd. All the people in the background, they're all dead by now. They're all saints." So we started calling those the Saint movies because it was all the dead people that are still in movies. Someday I'll be in a Saint
long
movie.
now.
I was going to say.
If you suddenly see little halos come up, it's definitely coming up by their horns.
I think you're more likely we won't see a halo, Bill.
No, I don't think so.
There'll be a little, little horns.
John McNally says a friend of mine is Sig. We're gonna watch movies. I like.
What?
How many woman coaches?
Yeah, I know. I can't.
Far too long.
My concentration is dead. So.
So we're not going to finish McNally's comment.
No, I'll bring it up for you if you want to read it, Jeff.
It's just a chalk line.
Are people commenting while we're doing this?
Oh
yes, they are.
Are we pissing them off? What are they saying?
We're trying, Michael, but it doesn't work.
That's the point.
Well, we've got like a ferret on. We've got
the floor manager.
Floor manager is just nothing but a chalk line now.
Diane says, "Please send my best to Mark."
What was that?
Diane says, "Please send my best to Mark."
We do.
Hi, Diane.
Well,
I send my best back.
Okay.
Is that?
I'm just wondering what Diane's best is.
I don't know. Is that Diane?
All right, that screen could go blank and put Mark back up. Yeah.
Is that Diane from like San Francisco area?
Diane McClure Rapido.
Yes, tell her I said hi.
Oh, she's a friend of yours.
Yeah. She's a friend.
Yeah, he has friends, unlike us.
I have friends, unlike some people.
Unlike you two. I'm his friend. It's you guys that we don't want to. We want to defriend, just like on Facebook.
That's that would be unfriend. You don't defriend. You unfriend.
Dude.
Actually, that would be block.
Head. Blockhead.
Oh my God.
You started, Mark.
What's that?
I said, see what you started.
I didn't start this.
You sure?
I walked in, it was going on. I had nothing to do with it.
Yep. The only reason he's on with you two is because of me, and I'm so sorry I ever did to my dear friend.
Wow.
I don't know how you talked me into this, Bill.
I don't know either.
I think it was pizza and beer.
It's just that we haven't seen each other in a while, so I figured I was hoping to see it, but you were the smart one. You put up the curtain.
I put up the curtain, of course I did. I live it. The great and powerful Oz has spoken. No, I don't, so everybody should know, I don't have a camera hooked up to my computer. And because I'm a voice guy, and when I do sessions and then they direct me over Skype, But you don't need to see me.
No, I don't need to see these two either, but conversation on our own phone.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I apologize to the people that are watching this right now
Well, you're not missing anything.
Well, no, it's great.
Obviously they're not either.
No.
They actually get to hear you, and Leo did find a very nice picture of you with your friends.
That was a nice picture. I like that. That was a decent picture.
That was a good picture. Now we could just put a defriend smiley face on that frame over there. We'd be all right.
Right?
Well, Mark did say he had friends. I just didn't know they were all imaginary voices in his head.
I wish you were imaginary.
That's... Oh, God.
I'd be waking up by now.
Yeah, really, out of your nightmare. I know.
Welcome to my world.
No wonder you do horror. You don't have a choice.
No, I don't have a choice, and it's scary every time you see it in double.
Right?
But we're not horror.
Oh, you have no idea. You are.
The Token dead? The trailer I just saw didn't look like something that,
Now, wait a minute.
that we're going to see on the Disney Channel.
We're looking at the two jokes.
What's that?
He didn't hear you. Go ahead, repeat it.
I said there is horror, but you're looking at the jokes, two of them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So what's really scary about what we're doing?
And I'm doing it with you.
See?
What it is.
That's the scary part, right
That
there.
is. So today I did another commercial for Lenny Shoe as Johnny Cash.
Did you put a lot
Singing.
of soul in that shoe?
Huh?
Lenny's shoe. Did it have any soul to it?
It had a lot of soul because it's Johnny Cash. And don't you know?
I knew what he was doing. I wasn't.
Yeah, but he didn't hear you. He heard.
This is a better screen.
It had a lot of soul. And so I got to sing, the song I've Been Everywhere. I got to sing part of that and then say what needed to be said. And that'll be out soon, I guess. It's
nice.
Company out of Vermont.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Lenny Shoe. Yeah, that's near y'all.
So it sounds like you really had fun with this job. Would you like to recite some of your work for today? No?
No. I might get in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
I've hiked everywhere, man. It's on my stand right here. Across the mountains. I'm not going to do it as good, I'm not going to put everything into it, all right? Well, I've hiked everywhere, man, across the mountains green and up and down the long trail. Never do my feet fail. Lenny's exclusive darn tough hiking socks. $5 from every pair sold goes directly to the Green Mountain Club to protect Vermont's mountains and trails.
Oh, you said I hiked everywhere, man.
I've hiked everywhere.
I thought you said I fucked everywhere, man.
No, you can't go there, dude.
You can't go there. Are we on a
go there?
Are we on a delay? Are you going to beep that?
I wish we were on a delay, and just delaying him would be a good thing.
It would. Oh my God.
That's what I thought you said.
No, don't think.
Oh man, I better go in and check what we did today. Maybe I did.
No. You did it just fine. It's Jeff is on his own delay.
He hears what he wants to hear. He hears what he wants to hear.
Let's do it this way.
I can't comment on that.
Put him on a delay. The show will be over by the time he shows up.
There you go.
Well, that's not fair.
Paul in the chat room.
So I probably just lost that gig. Thanks, guys.
Well, let me know. I'll make it up to you.
So Paul in the chat room has a question for you, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And actually, we'll ask Joanna's first. As a child of the 80s, what famous voices have you created?
Where's she been?
Well, she's a child of the 80s. She knows. I came up with Salacious Crumb and the Gremlins, Ewok stuff. My God. Darkwing Duck. Back in those days, I was Professor Moriarty and Professor Moriarty's henchmoles. I was on Bonkers. I did a train engineer that sounded like Slim Pickens.
Yeah, that's where I am with these two.
Slim Pickens. That's right.
No, you're a drain engineer.
Oh, you just close your ears.
And Lady J
What
says,
in the wide world of sports is it going on here?
so we'll get back to Paul's question.
And does anybody? Yes. So those guys I've created, and then over the years I've been a lot of. I mean, I usually play the dark characters. I mean, I don't thousands because it's been a lot of years. So one time I was trying to figure out how many things I've done, and I was like, well, I do at least 100 a year, and in almost 40 years, I mean, I've done over 4,000 projects.
So go ahead, Lou.
And then my own voice. To who was asking the question?
Paul's now asking. I have to ask Mark. Are you doing anything for any upcoming Star Wars projects?
Well, I can't talk about some things. Maybe.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait and see.
We'll let you know, Paul, when we find out.
I may.
Maybe means no if you've ever dated a woman.
Okay,
well, I'm a guy.
Go ahead, Leo.
I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
But I'm a guy. And so maybe means maybe. Oh, my kids used to say if I said I'll think about it, that meant no.
Oh, if you think about it. Okay, let me think about it.
So
Bill's been saying that a lot lately.
Well,
it's a pretty good possibility.
Yeah. Well, I do hope you have some more upcoming projects with the mouse and who now owns Star Wars, and they definitely have a lot of Star Wars projects in the works.
There's a can we say shitload on this show?
Oh yeah.
Have you just met these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
There is a load of stuff coming.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I think they're releasing a new episode of something every Friday for the entire year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great.
I've never an episode of something.
Yeah,
I've never heard of something.
no. So like they're doing WandaVision now, and then after WandaVision they go right into the new Captain America one. And then they go into another series after that. So it's like constant series every single Friday until the end of the year.
Oh, so, all right. So it's not a show called something that they're releasing new every.
There is something new coming by the mouse every Friday, from what I've seen. Every Friday.
I didn't know if it was a show called something. That's all.
This is what happens when you leave the vodka in the commissary.
Isn't he something? I wish not.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but
the amount of wow. It's over. Let's be honest. For me, it's overwhelming. It's too much. It's too much. I'm just going to say it. And now there goes any more work coming too from them. But I don't know. I'm old enough to say what I think. I just think it's almost over. They're gonna make people start throwing up.
How so?
So again, you haven't met us.
That'll happen.
You did just watch the teaser, right?
I apologize. Everybody that wants one every week or like a new movie every 6 months, and okay. I like suspense. I'm a Hitchcock guy. So I like suspense, and I like to have to wait a little while, and let it build, and
like good sex.
Well, yeah. You could go there, I guess. Yeah.
he got a full head on that one.
How's that going for you?
As long as there's a happy ending.
I apologize for. We should play Hollywood Squares and put a big X on that one right there.
We should. Oh, I love Hollywood Squares. What a great show.
Because then you can go. Yes, keep that up a little higher. A little high. Yeah.
Is that good? Like that?
To the end of the show.
Is that right?
I'm feeling better than Jeff.
Actually, they're not sitting by Jeff because he had the beans for lunch.
No.
No.
Well, as Mark knows, the studio is quite large and long and big, and we put him on the other side of the property.
It's huge. He's got how high are those ceilings out? 50 feet? I don't know. Seriously.
The ceilings of the studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about 30.
30.
Okay. Well,
But
I'm a little guy, so they feel like 50.
400 feet away from where we are.
You're what?
What?
He's 400 feet away from where we are.
Oh, okay.
He's
Good
That's
thing.
enough. That should be far
Football field
enough.
away. You've walked it. He's a football field away.
Yeah, I wanted to be this far away. That way you can't throw shit at me.
Well, we're going to put little bungees over you next time and just electrify them and drop an anvil on your head. You'll be there laying next to John.
Hey, looking at my. Looks like.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute here. Now I'll read something here. Somebody asked a friend of mine asked. That Paul was a friend of mine. That was the Paul that owns the General Lee.
Yes,
that's the ferret.
That's the ferret.
And that was Paul.
You're right.
Yes. Hi, Paul. How you doing, man?
We call him the ferret.
I didn't know that. Does he know? I guess he does now.
Yeah, we know. We already answered. That's why I said when I was talking about the ferret, we have a ferret that's really Paul.
Oh, my God. Well, I hope he's doing well. I hope everybody's doing well with all the craziness going on.
Not the
General plague.
Smokey and the Bandit Trigger.
Yep, he does. He's got the Smokey and the Bandit car.
Yes, not the General Lee, the Smokey and the Bandit.
I apologize. I thought that General.
That's right. He'll be,
I thought the General Lee was his as well. I'm sorry. I thought that was also
friend of his is the General Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is the
Well, okay. Honestly, the Smokey and the Bandit car is a lot cooler. So we're good. That's cool. I got to sit in it. I got my picture taken in it.
I did too. So
Burt Reynolds was there that time. That was one of the last shows Burt Reynolds did.
Oh, that was Super Mega Fest, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
all of us.
I believe. Was it Super Mega Fest? I don't know.
Yes, it was.
But something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the last
Great.
time they were at that what was it, Framingham location?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's where we were. Mark and I were not. I think we were next to each other.
Oh, that's where I met you.
No.
You've known me a lot longer than that.
Have I?
Yes.
Wow. Time's flying.
I mean, I've known Felix for over 25 years.
I'm sorry.
And that was his.
Felix?
Felix knows I love Felix.
Yeah, the three of us together is just, that's a show all in itself.
It's fun. We do have fun.
It's a short trailer, though, isn't it?
Only when you're in it.
Short trailer.
Paul says, no, that was the Marlboro location, and that was the first time I met Mark. Didn't even know who he was until the end of the show.
Oh, that's
There
typical.
you go.
Yeah, so their Framingham now is Marlboro was the old one. Yeah.
Okay, so that was the Marlboro.
Marlboro.
show.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the one that had the Best Western.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was one big
right off of
open
Route 20
space.
there.
Yeah, they have Best Westerns up in the back.
Yep.
And
So people that are listening, I guess people know, but we're talking about a Comic-Con.
That's correct.
And that's how we met. And that's how I love the Comic-Cons. I love meeting the fans. It's very, makes you feel good to find out people like your characters and things. And
Makes you feel horrible when you find out they don't.
But the cool thing is, you know how many people that I worked on movies or I shouldn't say worked with, that I'm in films with, that I had to go to Comic-Cons to meet them?
Wow.
The majority, because I'm a voice actor. So they've already shot everything. We come in and do it to a picture, to a black and white work print that's, not even done really being edited. And, you do it to that and then, oh yeah, and then I go to a Comic-Con and here's these people that I'm in this movie with, and it's really great. I get to meet them and it's fun. And we get to go out and have drinks, and it's a great time. It really is.
And steal Paul's car.
What's that? But that's where we met.
Was there a actor you wanted to meet but haven't had a chance to yet, that you were in the same movie with?
That I was in the same movie with?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he passed away. And because I would love to have met Christopher Lee, and he was in Gremlins 2.
Right.
And he had the best line in Gremlins 2 when we're escaping from his laboratory. And he says, "You've got to stop them. If one of them should get away and eat a child or two, there'll be the most appalling publicity." That's the best line in the movie.
Here we are.
Yeah. I met Christopher a long, long time ago. And then I was also, my first thing I did in a comic book or a Comic-Con, I was with Peter Cushing.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And that was like 76.
Right.
Famous
Dr. Van Helsing. That's our Dracula
Monster
and
Convention, yeah.
and Van Helsing. Cushing and Lee.
Famous Monster Convention. That's where he just finished doing Star Wars.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
76
Yes, of course.
in New York.
When was it?
1976
In New York. Wow.
in New York at the Famous Monster Convention. I was there with Cortland was there. I was there. I was there with Peter.
What kind of guy was Peter?
Oh, he was great.
Was he?
Yeah, he really was. And he had that. He was just when he would come into the room, it was just like royalty. He was just commanded the room. It was great. Lee was the same way.
Well, yeah. For God, Christopher Lee, quite imposing figure.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he was great. And so that's one. Did you ask me that I wanted to meet?
Yeah, or even
met.
Or how about let's turn the tables? Somebody died.
No, so as a kid, I remember as a kid. I'm not going to let you talk. As a kid, I always, they didn't have Comic-Cons when I was a kid, but I always wanted to. I loved the Three Stooges, and I remember as a kid saying, "Oh man, if I could just meet Mo and have him poke me in the eyes, that would be like the greatest thing that could ever happen." So the people that I want to meet,
Mark,
yeah.
I met the Three Stooges when I was 9 years old.
Oh, you're so full of shit.
No, I was. When they were at the RKO, it was Three Stooges going to Mars.
I don't believe it.
My sister worked, it was in Yonkers. She worked at the RKO theater. And I had to hang out with her, because she was like watching me. And she said, we're going to go see this really neat movie. And I was backstage because they started all their films. They came personally on their tours.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And I was backstage and Mo and Larry, and it was who played Shemp was the later one.
It was Curly Joe was in that one.
And came and they chatted with me, and I never forgot it because they had a police officer with them, and my father was a police officer in Yonkers, so he brought them over, and I was sitting backstage. They were the first celebrities I ever met.
Wow.
The Three Stooges.
How cool is that? So how'd it go?
It was. I still remember it. And and then later on, I met Mo's son because he doesn't live far from here.
What's Mo's son's name?
I believe it's Paul, but he doesn't live far from here. Okay, and he did
So it'd be Paul Howard.
I told him that I met his father when I was 9. It was pretty cool.
That is cool. That is really cool. I like that.
I heard that.
I'm just waiting. We've been waiting. We're watching you like teeter back and forth.
Oh, no, I'm good. Which way?
Hopefully towards the couch, not the stairs.
We lost Leo. Where'd he go?
Oh, Leo said he'd be right back.
Oh, okay.
He had to poop.
No, he was doing something.
I guess I never told you that story, Mark.
No, you never did.
Yeah.
Nope. So that's the kind of stuff, we all love the things from our childhood. So, I would have loved to meet Charlie Chaplin and
well, you did
Alfred
voiceovers in the theater, didn't you?
What's that?
You did voice work at the Chaplin Studios.
Oh my God, you remember that? Yeah.
Yes. And
Raleigh.
That is now the Jim Henson Studios because you and I, when I was out there,
that's right.
Henson's, I called you and I said, this is the audio room that you did your work in, and I sent you a photo. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
And
that's right.
And I said, this is Brian Henson has footprints of Charlie Chaplin that he had right outside that door where you, because it's a recording studio. It's now Henson's recording studios, but it was Chaplin's at that time.
Yeah.
And everything's there in the Chaplin Studios, which is now the Jim Henson Production Studios.
That it's a neat studio. It's it's small for today's. I mean, today would be like, well, that's a studio, but back then it was big. And in his days, when I worked over there, it was called Raleigh Studios. Okay, I don't know why they changed.
That was what, the 80s?
That would have been the 80s, late 80s.
Because the Hensons took it over in 93.
So I was doing voices for Santa's elves and a big dark cloud that ruins Christmas, and that would be me. And yeah, I went over, and it was for Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater, if you can believe that. God.
And it has a wooden door on it. So
but the coolest thing was when I wasn't even, okay, the session, okay, but I'm at Chaplin's studio, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Charlie Chaplin's frickin' studio, like he was here.
Right outside that door are footprints. I'll send you a photo of it. Right outside that door, it has his feet that's in cement, and it's 1918.
And is it still all the brick and Tudor? Did they leave it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was that studio, the soundstage where you recorded right next door is where Hens is still doing stuff. But that used to be an open studio. There was no roof on it back then because they needed the sun, the natural light.
That's right.
The studio had no roof.
That's right. That's right.
It has a whole bunch of bungalows, and Chaplin would stay there.
Yes.
But the footprints are right outside, and I'll send you a photo of it.
Wow. And the only cement footprints I'm going to be able to leave are going to be at the bottom of the Hudson.
Yeah, that's right. We're back to the cement feet. What's going on here?
We circled right back around to that.
Oh.
But we got about 3 or 4 minutes, and we have to close the show out. Leo has
did the people have anything they wanted to ask? Anything else? I don't want to,
Well, there's been a lot of comments and questions, but we've just ignored them.
No, we pulled a few up. We wanted to make
rude.
It's actually interesting because you were in the talks of everything that you've accomplished over your career, and to the fans and the viewers, that is actually interesting. Usually, we bring the comments and questions up when we can't really pull it out of somebody that's a guest.
So anytime any of you folks out there go to a convention, you see Mark, he's one person you truly want to meet.
Oh, absolutely.
These two guys you don't want to meet, but just look
when you go into the celebrity room, look for the shortest line. That'll be Mark.
See, and there you go. It's easy to get to me. You won't even have to wait. Actually, I'm going to be doing a show in a place in I think it's Plano, Texas, where I do the voice for a horror place that's open all year, but it hasn't been because of what's going on. But yeah, March 5th and March 6th, I'm going to be at Madness Games and Comics.
Nice.
I'm doing a little at a comic book game store there in Plano, Dark Hour Haunted House.
Is there a place that they can go to find out where you're going to be?
In the show notes up above, down below.
You be quiet.
I don't really. No, I don't know. But I just told them. Can they remember?
I don't know.
Okay, no. I'll post something on my Facebook page.
Thank you, Mark. Just
I
don't
will do
post it. Defriend them.
No.
Defriend them. Michelle, my wife. That's my sadistic side. I always accept the friend so I can defriend them later.
Oh, really?
No.
Yep, you're on that list.
No.
I'm not on that list.
I don't know where that came from.
Yes, you
no,
are.
that is not true.
Yes.
No, I've never done that.
Question for Mark, Vermont. Yep.
You want to read that, Jeff?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is from Tom Morecombe. How many of your voiceovers have you done while toking?
Okay, let's be honest here. I can't. I tried, like not at a session, but on my own when I was going to work on something. I thought I want to see what this will do, and it makes me think it too hard. Believe it or not, it makes me think about it too hard. So I don't feel like I give a good performance, and then I haven't. Now I will tell you also the truth. I was a radio jock. And back in the 80s and the early 90s, I was on the air for Dick Clark for the Unistar Radio Network. And it was syndicated. And I was on the Adult Contemporary Network. And in those days, when everything is ad lib, see, it's the script that I think is why I'm like, I can't get high and do this. But I'm going to tell, let's put out a little secret. Back in the 80s and the 70s, and most radio guys had a pretty good little buzz going when they were on the air. And so in those days I did. I would just take a couple tokes, before I'd go on the air. Kind of relax you a little bit. You know, you're ad-libbing everything, and I would get a little buzzed. I'd smoke a little herb in those days. And there were some guys that would drink really hard on the air, and I was like, I don't see. And we knew, and I'd be like, dude, how can you do that, man? I'd be slurring and shit. I don't know. But yeah. So that's a good question. No, I've never done anything production-wise where I was stoned on weed or alcohol or anything. I couldn't do it.
Wait till you do this show.
You see, yeah.
Right.
Well, since this is all ad-lib, the higher you are, the better off.
That's right. Okay, so I might have had a couple tokes before we started this.
The only reason you got through it.
So speaking of getting through it,
Well, I knew I could just relax. I don't have to. This isn't perform. You know, I'm not reading anything. Oh, I did just do that Lenny shoe thing, huh? Oh, wow. Okay, I got through it.
All right, Leo, do your thing.
Okay. Well, we're going to wrap things up here. And so, Mark, after we hit stop, we'll still chat with you for a minute there. I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. And you'll find information about Mark in the show notes down below or up above, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. And for me, my name is Leo Pond. You can just Google me. You'll find a bunch of stuff. But what you will find is I run a little thing called the Dorkening Podcast Network. We have over 30 shows on a network. And actually, we're going to be doing another live show in about 30 minutes here. We're going to be dorking out, talking about WandaVision and the Spider-Man news and stuff like that. And with that, let's see. So, Mark, where do you like fans interacting with you?
At the Comic-Con or horror convention.
Okay. And do you talk much on your Facebook page? Do you chat with... No. Okay.
No, not much. I don't know. I'm not really on there much. There again, it overwhelms me. I should tell everybody that so they understand. And when I do get on there and I start, and then all of a sudden people start hitting me, I get overwhelmed and I just shut it off and walk away. So it's nothing against you. It's nothing against you guys. It's just too much all at once. And I'm a Midwest boy. I like to take it slow.
Want to talk?
As Bill will tell you. Like, yeah, we're always waiting for Mark. My kids call me Turtle.
And he lives very sheltered.
Yes, very sheltered. Sure. Oh, yep. So I'm Turtle. But anyway.
Very good. Hi there.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't ever Google me. You're not going to like what you find.
And then I'm not on any of the other, I'm not on the tweeting thing, and I'm not on the, whatever all those others are that you guys do now.
The tweeting,
okay.
The Instagram, and
it's
all
okay.
that kind of
okay.
stuff.
And if they do send me a private message, I will eventually get to it, but it could be weeks. It could be weeks. I missed something there.
Yeah, that's all right. I've tried to miss something here too, but these two keep showing up, and I got a film shoot to do with them next.
Yeah,
what about
climb
Bill?
up on the roof?
What, Mark?
What about you?
What about me? What?
Where do you like to interact with your fans?
Well, I get to see them when I like them at the cons. I really like seeing them. They get a chance to see all the characters, and it's fun. We've done them together for the last number of years, and I think we're missing them because we miss seeing all the fans we have and all the people there. And then, I discovered these two guys at a convention, and I've hated it ever since.
Right.
And some things do go wrong.
Some things you just can't unsee.
No, that's where take that mask and wear it over your
Well,
eyes.
like what you said, you really get to interact at the con. I mean, you're face to face. You can really, and I'll take time. I'll talk as long as you want to talk at the convention.
Well, that's what it's all about. That's where you do your best work.
That's
It's
face to face. Let people see who you are.
Look forward to that.
Right.
Till the ones that follow us home, then we have to shoot them.
Yeah, but you gave us your address. That was your fault.
That's why I've been wanting to shoot myself for years.
I thought I saw Glenn Close outside my window the other night.
Well, these two are too close.
And then my rabbit was missing.
We have a ferret for you if you want that.
Right, you got a ferret.
They're both rodents.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Toking.com. You can check us out there. All these great shows. We have a dedicated page for Bill as well. All social media aspects. We're on every platform. Google us, you'll find us.
Why do we have a dedicated page for Bill?
What's your problem?
Why do we have a dedicated page for Bill? Look at how he just treated us tonight.
No, I treated you. It's different. I like him.
You notice he only likes whoever he's sitting next to that day.
Wait a minute. If I knew that's what it would take to do that, we should have done it at the beginning of the show.
Well, it might not be that, or the chicken's ready.
No
chicken.
Oh, the chicken. It was good.
Oh, crap.
The chicken was good. It turned out good.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was grilling chicken last night. They were saying, "Are you going to be able to do this tomorrow?" And I'm like, "I'm grilling chicken right now."
And he made a chicken Caesar salad.
And I made a chicken Caesar salad. It came out pretty good.
So, to all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do every day. So clowns like us can come up here and do what we do every day. We love you. We'll see you next week. We're out of here.
Bye, everybody.
Peace out.
Bye, everybody.